Yo, 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 yo. Okay, let's go this. All right, it's not. I'm on Weeb Central. Weeb Central, baby. That's where we're reading this from. Black Clover, new chapters are out. Yeah, we'll get to that, but I'm going to get to the OnePunch-Man today. Oh. My eyelashes, fuck. Ooh. So, okay. Listen, doesn't matter. I'm gonna forget later. Okay, let me get these chapters because we don't have that much time. Because I need to have Patreon. I need to have Patreon later tonight. Hold on, let me shut down Gohan for a second. Okay. So we're here. Yes, Black Clover's out. I'm aware of that. When will you still stream Chainsaw Man Part 2? When? Well, we're gonna try and aim to stream consistently around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, we'll see if we can stream Chainsaw Man Part 2 tomorrow, and then we'll try and do Record Ragnarok on Thursday if we have time. Because it'll be a long stream on Thursday. So I want to also get us some game content too because we have the Night Rain coming out. I haven't got the Night Rain at all yet, and of course we're always trying to rank up in Marvel Rivals, and I need to be gonna. So busy. But one of the things that we have to do for sure is get to these. So boom, let me do this. Where we at? Hello sunshine, hello blue skies. So you can see how we have right now. Again, I'm on Weeb Central, and you see how they have these out. Redraw 130, 193.5, 194.5, 5.5, 6, and so on up until chapter 201.5. Now, as far as I understand, this is done. As far as I understand, the redraws are done. Wednesday tonight, Cole. After I'm done streaming this, so probably I'm gonna aim around 8:30, and then we'll just go. Straight tonight, we'll just go. Yeah. So the problem is that Murata, I don't know what compelled him to do all this, but here we are. I thought that we were doing fine. I thought that OnePunch-Man was relatively fine. But Murata, being, I guess, that perfectionist, wanted to change things up again. To be fair, he did do the redraws for the Garo fight, and I thought they were very good redraws. To the point where I'm like, yeah, like, this is like phenomenal content. I did want that tabletop scene with Garo and Saitama, but this is, I think, I want to say this is the longest stretch of redraws we've seen him do. I want to say this is. Yeah, I want to say this is. Yeah, generally think it's just the case of writer's paralysis. Yeah, that probably is the case. You could argue where either he's a perfectionist to a fault, or because of his lack of indecision on certain things, he wants to go back and change them so they're better. A virtue that people have, I think, that I'm trying to, and I'm understanding more and more as time goes on, is that, and I think I have this virtue too, though not to an extreme extent, but there's a virtue that folks have where people just kind of do things, they act, and then they plan, but they don't plan that much. They act and then see how things pan out, and then if things wind up breaking, they fix them along the way, and they keep on acting. A lot of folks just keep on planning. And I feel like Murata is like the latter rather than former, where he'll have this idea, and then he'll do it, but he won't like it. Then he'll change it, try to, let's say, make it, I don't know, let's say more like one style or something of that sort, and then it just... So you have redraw on top of redraw on top of redraw. Again, sometimes it's really, really nice. Other times, whatever. Like, why? What's the point? And again, I'll admit, like, the changes he made to the Garo fight were phenomenal. Like, he decided to change up that fight at the beginning stages, then introduce Cosmic Fear Garo using the powers of God. That was outstanding. That was phenomenal content. Like, a 10 out of 10 content, for sure. Stemming from a redraw. But other times, like, well, Let me see here. Well, let me see, because I don't know. Maybe these redraws will be the same thing too. Because normally he does do a pretty good job with the redraws. Normally, but we have to see. We have to verify that if that's the case or not. Let me see here. Let me do this. Okay. So redraws, and then we're gonna catch up. So everything we read here so far, I believe. Fuck. Okay, let me do this instead too, because I need to see like what the fuck are the changes. So this is the original chapter version. Oh no, we're like super far from. Oh yo 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 yo. I mean no, Blast is here, talking to the company. Garo, we have that scene right there. Because he redrew this too. He's done like 3 redrawns for this one section, which is so strange. Like I can understand a redraw, but like 3? Huh? Okay. Fuck it. Because I'm going to recall things here and there about, I'm going to recall I think the parts where you do see Void go into the God form and so on. I don't remember much before that. Outside, let's say Void trying to cut the entire association in the half, and then you have Blast, dispersing around. So we'll see how things go. The changes are a whole arc. The whole arc will change. Discussion afterwards. Probably not enough time, but I'll say it for, let's say, another stream like tomorrow, because I'm trying to get a Patreon later tonight, and I'm doing this late. If I did this, let's say 4 hours earlier, yeah, I'll probably do a discussion. But tomorrow when I do, I'm probably gonna do some Chainsaw Man tomorrow, and then so when I do that tomorrow, maybe also try and play some games before I do, because I'm gonna stream earlier tomorrow afternoon, way earlier. But because of that, I'm gonna probably have time for some game and also for some post discussion content tomorrow. So we'll talk about that. So let me see this. Oh, a familiar face from underground reunited. How have y'all been? Okay, so this seems to be the same one for one. Hey, so you're the hero. Hey, so you're here. It's fuck. Hey, so you're a hero here, too, old man. Blast while you're here. Charge immediately. Catch him behind. What happened? Okay, so what happened? And so this is all the redrawn content. So far, it looks the exact same. So, actually, maybe we will do a post discussion. Depends on how much. It depends on how much has really changed. Because if I remember everything so far, which is right now, yeah, the case. Okay. So what happened in your fight against God? That's behind Blast. Blast, of course. Lol, little kid. What's up, little bro? I'm here to give a stats report. What's up, little bro? And then we have the Foosh, we have the Shockwave, we have the Aura, we have the Could you not act so violently in my office? You never do learn, do you? Humph. I see this works out well. Shocked. Hand over every piece of information you have on God Blast. It's useless to try and hide everything from me. And don't think I'll hesitate to use any means necessary to make you talk. This time, it's 2 versus 1. You won't run away so easily. Don't include me in your will, lol. You're quite hasty. The lack of composure. Could it be that you've realized the connection between the village you grew up in and God? What, Nani? Seems, okay, so right now, I can't tell what's different. How much dono for discussion? Asking for a friend. Is that friend you, my bitch? Nah, it's not dono for a discussion. All right, it's like if you're a tier 3, I don't have a system like that on YouTube yet. But and honestly, to be fair, I don't think I will. Only because, listen, man, it's been a gimmick I've used for a while now, and I've enjoyed it. But at the same time, if I'm gonna have more streams and more convos or with more people, it's gonna be probably very taxing when I have other things to do. So it is what it is. So if you're tier 3 on Twitch, you're fine. When I have these conversations available, you can come in. When I do. Oh, it seems like your research is getting somewhere. This guy's never had any composure. Either way, I was planning to warn you. I'm glad you came. The leader of the village has been revived and has started his activities again. Be careful. We have this. Okay, so this I remember, of course. Wait, so did they just flip it around, the order of when these things happen? No, it's not right. I know some of you are hiding, come out. Quite perceptive, Sonic. You guys again. Change of plan. Instead of crushing them together, we'll do it one at a time. And then we have these guys get devastated. Then you have Jokers. You are only ordered to keep an eye on Flash and Sonic. We've had enough of you constantly going rogue. Hello, Speed of Sound Sonic of the 45th class. The end. Nice to meet you. I'm from the first class. Merciless. Merciless. I'm Violent Force, Destructive Devastation, 37th class Golden, Rumbling Thunder, 21st class of Terror, Insanely Mad, Chaotic Mayhem, 40th class Rigid, Brawny Muscle, 35th class Chosen, Murky Darkness, 39th class Composed, Ballistic Bullet. Okay, just all these fucking ninjas again. Nigga, Jesus Christ. OnePunch-Man, OnePunch-Man everything, OnePunch-Man a, what now? What? Oh, there's a person on OnePunch-Man that does the differences. Okay, fair enough. Let me just read these chapters, though. Wait, who's the person called on Twitter, on X? 36th class, Bloodstained, Slaughterous Massacre. Just fucking all these niggas again. All right, I'm gonna skip this. We've been here before. All these guys are lame. Okay? Except for you. Wait, are you new? Vibrating Tremor. This guy seems new. 19th class Momentum. Instant Moment. Multicolored Rainbow. Balance Equilibrium. There were more than I thought. Okay. Shrieking Scream. Freezing Ice? I think these guys are new. Yeah, some of these fucking idiots are new. Okay. What the hell is this midget? Melodic Tune? He's a fucking midget. Hued Color? Illusionary Phantom? Okay, dude, whatever. Okay, just why? We are the Heavenly Ninja Party, the Tiento, and this ascension team composed of those who have surpassed the village's rank of the highest ninja, joining into the realm of Heavenly Ninja Tainin. Okay, they aren't all talk. Every one of them is quite skilled. Your village forbade socializing with others. Who would have thought we'd all have alumni association? Ever since the Shinobi village was destroyed, we've come to change our old ways of thinking. We've been gathering in wait behind closed doors, making preparations for a certain plan. Time has come. That man has finally awakened. The world has turned upside down. What? Jesus. Okay, let's actually show his fucking face this time around. That man was the founder of the Shinobi village, and people have called him the most powerful ninja in history. He lost consciousness after the fierce battle with Blast 50 years ago and had been comatose inside a recovery capsule ever since. With that man as our leader, we will first assassinate our greatest enemy, sworn enemy, Flashy Flash, then move with public execution of Blast. After that, nobody will be able to oppose us. We, the Ten Ninto, will rule this world with an iron fist, using overwhelming power of ninjutsu. Idiots, you think he's the opponent you could be? Okay, whatever. Speed of Flashy Flash, far surpasses your imagination. Those of us who cross swords with him understand. You're all still lacking in training. Yeah. Naturally, you're going to be part of this plan as well, Speed of Sonic. You used to get along with that traitor, didn't you? You must know one of the weakest about him too. Tomorrow night, you will call out Flash. Okay, so everything's the same here. That man, we saw him in the depths of the village, sleeping inside the recovery capsule. But okay, he barely even looked human. And besides him was the enshrined cube. By the way, isn't that a monster? She's something's, I don't know, whatever. Okay. I completely forgot about the fallen village, but after coming to suddenly recall those two things, the whoa! Fuck! Oh my God. I wonder if the true purpose of the village was create a pawn for God. Yeah. Well, train assassinations, they also screening for a candidate subject to become God's pawn. I don't know how you managed to avoid it, but just thinking about that would happen if you had been turned into one gives me the chills. Okay. He gathered top-ranking ninjas from the village and formed a secret organization called the Ten Ninja. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is new too. They likely reach out fellow ninjas like you, Sonic. Yeah. So next is the word Sonic. But I asked one thing, stay from that man. What? Void! Are you saying I'm not watching? Okay, are you saying I'm not watching them? No. It's just that I want to settle with myself. Humph. So yourself, I came because I wanted to confirm who was really manipulating us in the village. I wanted to make peace with my own past. Now that the village has fallen, I'm not interested in all what happens. Is that so? You don't seem that different from me. Could refusing to cooperate as a team be remaining effective in the village police? And then, so you're in the same village, same persona, Khan. No wonder things you two are at the same level. No wonder the things you two do are on the same level. Somebody assaulting people and clinging to them. What? You bastard! How are we on the same level? You blind fool! What were you watching? Okay, so you have the fucking. So you're saying that they're on the same level now. Speeds of Sonic and fucking Flash, which is interesting. Diffed. Well, to be fair, Sonic did sink deeper. Don't measure your master by how deep he sank. Lol. Okay. Saitama beat Sonic. Saitama beat Garu, who maybe who maybe Platinum Sperm, who took me off guard. Me, definitely. Okay, so this is new content too, but it's like whatever content, honestly. I see. No wonder there's some misunderstanding about our power levels. Fine then. It's a long story, but I'll tell you about the relationship with Sonic back when we were in the ranks. Nah. If it's taking long, I'll pass. This read-through may take longer than I thought. Okay. So that's the first one. Let me see what they did over here too. Okay, so they show Empty Void's actual original form before, and now they don't do that. They have this scene too. So is that gonna happen in this chapter? Oh my god, he changed the Tatsumaki, of course. Woo! Okay, so he decided to change it from Fubuki doing her thing to Tatsumaki doing her thing. Yo, why is there no love for any of the other fucking girls, dude? Where's Captain Mizuki? Just make her like the lead for about a good year. One redraw. This Tendento 3 times and they're still business. He wasted whatever that. Yeah, okay, clearly. I'll be going to MMIC. That's my plan, at least. I mean, it's nearby for me, so either way. This week's chapter is a revised version of 196. Oh, shit. Okay, all right. Oh. Hey, Donkey, much over the €5. Yeah. Hey, Cole, I'm not going to stay long because I'm not caught up. Peeping in here just to ask about the Blue Lock read-through. Is it still planned? Yes, it is still planned. Though right now, I think I'm going to really try to do the Webtoon stuff first because I've decided to because obviously I'm going to get issues with Korea. But I want to see how that goes with some consistent read-through streaming in the early afternoon hours. And we're going to try to do that for some time. And Blue Lock, I don't think I have to necessarily worry about doing the read-through or the catch-up anytime soon because the last parts of the anime were actually pretty damn good. They were phenomenal, actually. Those last episodes of the season were phenomenal episodes. So I'm not too worried about Blue Lock's quality for the anime moving forward, but at the same time, that could have been just a one-off thing. Who knows? Either way, the thing about it is that I want to get that Webtoon ball rolling because I also want to have memberships available for you guys, and then so we can have VOD saved for memberships for you guys for Webtoons. So I'm not too worried, hopefully, about that content being copyright claimed, and then I have to. If you guys know with Soul Leveling, I was told to take it down because if I didn't take it down, I'd get a permanent strike on my channel. But what I'm also going to do too is I'm going to also have that content on Patreon too as like a backup. So Patreon members that are, let's say, Passione Plus that are $5 tier members are going to have access to that as well. So there'll be more content for the Patreon guys as well, which is going to be good. Either way, The Ninja Village was a production site for assassinations that gathered orphans under the age of 17, training for them over a decade before the shipping off the underworld. Okay, I was 5 years old when my parents scolded me in the entire village and when I entered the village until we completed all the training and we granted permission to gradually escape from the facility was possible. The scars from the punishment for my failed escape were still remain. A day in the Ninja Village would last 72 hours. 6 of those were sleeping. The food had no flavor, and all information from the outside was completely blocked off. We spent okay, so now we're getting more details on the Ninja Village, how they actually lived, because we're getting more we're getting more designs of this. Does it really matter? Because we got the gist of it last time. Honestly, we spent every day living as machines who did nothing but learn skills for killing. We were not allowed to display any human emotions. Those with dead feelings were considered top performers. It was an environment truly worthy of being called hell. Don't be afraid of the pain. Tears only affect your visual field. Learn how to press them. I can't hear your response. Yes, sir. Fat dude over here. You 21 members of the forward graduating class do not think of each other as comrades. There is no need to talk to each other or talk to each other either. Consider the others as mere training partners for sparring practice. After you graduate, if you meet on the field, your ownership will be that's enemies that you must kill each other. Let your guard down now and you'll be stabbed. Squad 1, you may take a break. Squad 2, classroom. Okay, so Squad 2, classroom instruction. Squad 3 and Squad 4, blade combat training. Squad 5, you still haven't rid yourselves of emotional weakness. You will do 3 hours of taijutsu training in the swamp, alternating instructors. Sure. Okay. Those are the low scores. Were subject to even harder training programs. They pushed us to our limits without actually breaking us, because to the village we were valuable commodities. They spread no nonsense. They spread no expense in investing in their future source of income. We were kept alive with drugs. Formulated using secret methods, making even suicide impossible, or so we were told. At some point, I got the habit of acting like I was a failure. Absolutely no walking. If you walk, we will add more weight. I acted weak on purpose, choosing to undergo harsher training regimens. Hey, you're always stuck in Squad 5, right? I'll give you some tips on how to handle blades. If you can't do that, you're never gonna get anywhere. My ninja science called Space on Sonic. That was the first time I ever spoke to Sonic, who was my same graduate class, Flashy Flash. If they find out we were talking, we'd be in deep trouble. Even though his grades placed him in the same failure category as me, he was a rebel, offering me advice despite receiving nothing in return. Since we were similar physiques, at the same time, we became each other's sparring partner to practice advanced techniques. He was only one I could talk to. Talking to each other's person helped me recover the emotions that got chipped away through training. And then, yay. Friends, for me, it was something to be grateful for. As a member of the failing class, we were given all kinds of tasks. Okay, so they're just adding more details to, their training regimen. Nothing here is really that valuable, though. Nothing. I'll be with you. So far, when I chapters in, nothing that was added has been, that valuable, if I'm real with you. It's going to be members only, or does Patreon still get everything? I'd rather pay for one thing that only use YouTube. What do you mean get everything? Patreon will get for the webtoon content. Yes, they'll get everything. That's what you mean. Streams like these, they're public because I'm fine. I can reach block. Even if I could reach block, because I tried to reach block a Korea before, it just didn't matter. The Korean said, "Nah, bro. Ayana Seo get clapped." I was like, so it didn't matter with the Koreans. Yeah, all the webtoon read-throughs I'm gonna do. So, I have 2 that I'm gonna read this month at some point soon. One is Northern Blade. No. Wait, a little Nanomachine. One is Nanomachine, not Northern Blade. The different N one. One is Nanomachine, and the other one is because the image is so bad. I'm gonna try and read the beginning after the end. Read those 2, and then we go from there. In the forest inhabited by genetically modified savage beasts, we are ordered to erase our presence and survive for 720 hours. Viral hit? No. Working together, the two of us managed to kill all the beasts in the first day and spent the rest of our time studying. You came here as a kid, didn't you? Being sustained by the memories of your previous life in the outside is the reason why you have not lost yourself. Me, on the other hand, I was born inside the facility and immediately forced to live under their training program. Even so, you must be wondering why I haven't been turned into an indoctrinated robot, right? My instructors call me a failure, but that's not true. I was born with an indomitable spirit, so their efforts to control me are useless. I have a dream for the future. I'm going to climb to the highest rank and take over the village. I'll tear down the shitty system this organization has and raise orphans who have the same circumstances as us in a more free and open environment. Assassination techniques are useless for anything but killing people. What I think has true value. Is the power of to live life as please. Okay, there we go. Holy shit. We don't have that right now. You'll help me out, right, Flash? I can tell your eyes look a lot like mine. Several years past, just like that. Damn, they really are giving us more details on how they're trained. Does this really matter, Murata, though? I feel like we got the gist of this before. We didn't. Oh, fuck it. You know, whatever. It was 16. Unless these creatures matter, unless these niggas matter, they probably don't though. Who genetically modified these savage beasts in the first place? Maybe that would matter, but to be honest, it's just some exhibition. Okay, man. Okay, either way, we're committed to it. We're here. Huh. I was 16 years old. My excellent abilities have long since been acknowledged, and I was ranked number 1. Fair enough. My sense of justice was burning ever so fiercely against the headwind. On that day of my graduate exam, we have boom, Tesseract. Hello, and then this guy just gets killed immediately, and this guy gets killed immediately, and then you get killed immediately, and then boom, I killed everyone, the instructors, the staff members, other members of the graduate class, and anyone who had anything to do with the facility, successfully removing the evil in the roots. Okay, bet. Fuck these guys. My first determination and tireless efforts bore fruit in an instant. But since Sonic lay sick in bed, he wasn't able to witness me at my finest. Damn. So when he was sick, you made your move. Sometime later, the rumor of the Hero Association established reached me, and I began using my power for professional hero work. That was it. Damn. Speed Sound Sonic. Sonic. Speed Sound Sonic lost his way somewhere along the path towards the dream I told him about. His sudden exposure to the outside world must have prevented him from finding his way in life. He went out looking for jobs that required his assassination skills. A long time has passed since then. I didn't expect him to still be alive. Nigga, come on! So we have EI, we have Saitama, Blast, that homeboy's name over here. Just yapping. Even around a short table. So why the hell are you in my room? What the fuck? They're in his pad? Oh, they're in his, okay, fair enough. Okay. So why the hell are you in my room? When a master makes time to tell his disciple about his past, it's only proper manners to at least offer him some tea. Slam. How stupid. So that's why Sonic holds a grudge against you, you bastard. Puts it around his fucking head. Speaking of removing the evil at its roots, why did you let Sonic escape? Him turning into a vicious assassin who repeatedly targets Master Saitama is the result. You shouldn't make unauthorized alterations to the dorm. Fuck it, bro. Like they don't give a fuck. What do you mean? Oh, you shouldn't. Oh, they're S-class heroes. What you gonna do, bro? What is Homo about to do? Stop. Besides, yes, make sure that Sensei is clean at all times. All right, in case some asshole tries to assassinate Sensei, he's gonna be right there. Boom. Fucking phaser the shit out of him. End of story. So you shouldn't make unauthorized alterations to the dorm. So is it because he thinks of him as a friend or something? My plan was to poison him. It was easy mixing the poison with tasteless stew. Sonic would have actually teetered on the edge of death as well. But as someone who remained dead until until graduation, he faced some of the harshest environments, developing enough resistance to survive. You want to poison him? Jesus Christ. Was it to keep him away from the massacre? As I thought, you really didn't want. You didn't really want to kill him. There you go. Speaking of stew, what stew? There's some broccoli and carrots left in the fridge. Murata. Okay. It's just funny, but again, why? It's funny, but why? Okay, Fubuki again. This week's update was revised. Okay. Ahem, in short, I was on a higher level than Sonic in the village. Got it? I need to buy some beef and onions. Blast. Give my regards to that man, whoever he was when he was human. If you'll excuse me. So you're Blast. I'm Demon Cyborg. I heard everything from Stitch. Wait, hold on. So is that it? Does Void not attack the fucking facility? What? Keep reading? Okay. Apparently not. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Let's just see. So you, I mean, because this is like way worse. This is, I mean, to be frank, this is. It's in a, because we already understood, I thought, a lot about Flash versus character, and we just get more details on what he did at that point in time. But I don't think this needed a whole fucking redraw, bro. For like what? An entire arc redraw? So you're Blast. I'm Demon Cyborg. I heard everything from Stitch. If you have any problems, please feel free to talk to Saitama Sensei at any time. Although last time it was just beef with Cream, this guy. I'll think about it, low. And then so facility, and then why the fuck did okay. So he's walking. Oh, there you are, Mr. Flash. Express delivery. It seems like Flash has figured out something. Yeah. Well, it's not surprising. I'm the one who told him about God, even though I didn't want him to get involved in the fight. You could have simply told him. That man is being manipulated by God, and his instructions and his actions are only its doing. Telling him that telling him that would have been a better way to protect that man. Any deflect any Flash's revenge intentions against him. Isn't that what's all about? I just don't want to make things worse for him if he ever becomes human again. Although I feel like Void would, there we go. I feel like Void would probably just scold me and say, don't try to act gullible. After all, he grew up in an organization similar to the village, where after graduation, the students scattered, killing each other in a struggle for power and control. And Void was the only survivor of that organization. Sure. A fate that ninjas are notorious for. Hadn't he been as great as he is, he could have supported you in the battle or been a key part in the operation. Okay, so now we get to that scene of empty Void, and we see so what we saw in the 194 we see now in this redrawn version 196, I think. Yeah, it's all redraws here. Empty Void. Now that he's finally revealed himself, we must take this opportunity to free him from God's hands. As long as he's hidden, he cannot be found because of the special barrier he deploys. Even the village could not be found because of it. If he disappears into the shadows again, we will be lost. This is our last chance. Beep, huh? An abandoned building. He'll show up here. That man will be here as well. Sensei, where are you going? I just have something in mind. I'm going to Sonic's hideout now. Saitama? Okay. Do you know where he's hiding? I received several challenge letters from him at my old house. I found one in a bunch of junk mail that was being forwarded by association. Here's the address. Why go? The bald dudes? Okay. There might be more ninjas around Void's time that are still alive. Fair enough, I suppose. But he's still like the top ninja. Isn't there a chapter that got redrawn like 3 times? Yeah, because the chapter where they do the experiments on the heroes that got monsterized in the last saga, they're trying to undo that monsterification process. And then it got redrawn to where in the middle of all that, Void attacks, blast, teleports the entire association to another dimension, and they come back. And then now it got changed again to where I guess we're in the middle of that right now, I suppose, maybe? I don't know. Fucking weird, man. I don't know if it's a ninja army or what, but I've seen something like this before. Guys with nothing better to do who end up getting together just to cause trouble and draw attention to themselves. Okay. Rover, also, I like how he's literally walking one of those powerful entities in the entire fucking verse. Crazy. Since we know that an army of ninjas will go to Sonic's house, I'm going to go there and beat up Sonic, along with any other of his kind around. Ooh. And hopefully Sonic will finally stop bothering me. Maybe he just doesn't want to be alone. Rover, scratch. Okay, I gotta go now. Yes, Sensei. Okay, yeah, so... Hold on, give me a second. There's a package that's away from me. But, yeah, I mean, they didn't actually add. So they removed the whole thing where Void slashes the entire building. It's gone now. Ugh. Lame. Lame. Not cool. Hold on, Chad. Give me a second. I think... Oh, okay. Time out. Never mind. I misread it. They said delivered soon. Okay. There's some new stuff. I mean, we'll see. Because right now, it just added context about Flashy Flash and Sonic's relationship, which honestly was unnecessary as fuck. Because you already could gather a lot of this based on what Murata already told us. And he already redrew that content first time around. So we've gotten 3 redraws just to add more context about their relationship, which is seemingly not all that important. Except for like, okay, he actually poisoned Sonic so he wouldn't participate in the actual assassination of the leaders. So, a challenge letter. What's it all about? I simply forgot about you until I saw you yesterday. Come to think of it, we haven't settled things yet. Things are different now than we were when we were training. So I can't swear now. Things are different now than when we were training. So face me, Flash. There we go. I too wanted to clarify the difference in stats between us, just on a whim, Cap. But I don't mind at all. But are you sure? Do you really want to waste the life you almost lost back then? Humph! Don't be ridiculous. Step, feet, strike, ninja shit. Okay, hold on, time out. So that's the chapter, huh? My problem is to count about how many failed attempts were made. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'll say failed attempts. Just that, like, there's too many attempts, period. It's like, bro, like, just let it go. Okay, this week's, okay, another updated chapter, The Way You Are Now. Okay. So so Sonic does the 10 Shadows funeral, does his clones all over the place. Like his ultimate move against Flashy Flash. Flashy Flash is like, I'm gonna just weave. Like, look at this pose right here. Christ. Weave. Did he do this before? I think? Oh, let me see here. This is original chapter 190. 198. This chapter. God, see, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Yeah. Wait, this is the revised version of this? How? And this is still a revised version anyway. Hey, you would appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Bless. Fuck. Okay, let me just. No, that is my XLR information. Okay, talk to me. Weave, block, fring. Sends him forward with a kick. Flash kick. And then he gets him packing. And then he does a complete rebound on a fucking branch. Takes out his shuriken. Exploding shuriken, ferocious barrage. Then his shurikens are floating, and then he does the throw. Of course, Flash just weaves. Not a big deal. Can't touch this. Do. Sonic, what? Can't touch this. Oh. Can't touch this. Oh. Can't touch this. Oh. Can't touch this. Slash, dodge, weave, slash, low slash, block that, easy. Goes on a slash, flip, somersault, land, superhero landing, spin around the sword, do some sort of like Marth combo in melee. You have to do fucking hot tear, hot hoop. He does that like Marth mid combo right there, not the up combo. He does the mid combo, but Sonic is dodging all that and blocking that too. Sonic blocks that again, and then they clang, dash apart. Sonic, Flash, spin to win. Nice. I haven't seen before? No? I'm reading this on Weeb Central right now. Haven't seen before too, the wind blade kicks. I feel like we have seen before too, another chapter. Looks familiar, maybe. But also looks very, very nice, no matter what. Wind blade newish stuff, got you. Wind blade kicks on both sides, but Sonic ends his early and sidesteps. Makes two after images, one on the left, one on the right, going for punches. Heavy Sonic Fist Barrage. Oh, that's a new move. Okay, so Sonic displays a new move where he makes these two clones, and these two clones via speed. And these two clones unleash both auras and mutas. One side aura, one side muta. Not fast enough. Nah. Block. Who the hell block? Oh, just block. Like mega Sifu shit. Sonic, what the fuck? Nice moves. If only your opponent wasn't me. He deflected them effortlessly. Ultimate technique. Here it comes. Stance, the heels. I still haven't shown my secret move yet. Oh, I said yet. And then nope. Flash kicks. Sonic blocked that, but like barely. And the force sends him packing through a whole bunch of trees. I didn't think I'd have to use an ultimate technique against you. You've gotten strong the way you are now. We could what? Okay. So that's the new content we've seen. It's nice content, for sure. Don't get me wrong. It is nice content. Okay. Yes. Oh my god. Best part of the redraws. By far. Zero bias. zero bias. It's just beautiful. Okay. Finally. Murata cooked. Finally. Took him a while. Jesus. Yes. This week's update is a revised version of chapter 199 and after. Okay. Good. The best girl. Okay. Wait, what the fuck just happened here? So a whole bunch of weapons come at him. Oh, this after he says us. And then we have blades, swords, all this shit. And then they just, blades, swords, a kitchen knife. Whoa, okay. Miss Flash entirely. These jobbers. Boom. The Ten Ninto, huh? What? How did you know? Did Sonic betray us? That bastard. This is neither the time, not the place we agreed on what the lore, what was he doing? Okay. Nice double place for the Ten Ninto. Do we care about these guys? No. Unless we have to care. Never trusted him one bit from the get-go, but he wasn't completely useless. Thanks to that, we've seen your ninjutsu. Let us begin the execution of Flashy Flash the Betrayer. And there's a Gwa! Sonic, you! What are you doing all of a sudden? Speed of sound, Sonic. Have you gone to the side completely? I was thinking I'd much rather deal Flash Flash myself instead of handing him to you guys. You just had to barge. You had to barge just as we were about to finish. Your timing is horrible. This is between me and him. You guys stay back. You defended against the flash kicks. You exceed my expectations. If you had gone all out earlier, you might have been able to land a counterattack. A counterattack? Stop daydreaming. You're only allowed because we got interrupted, Flash. These guys are truly annoying. Have lost your mind? You should we target you for execution as well? Okay, sure. Every single one of us here is an elite ninja, not to mention the difference in numbers. Resistance is futile. Even you should understand that. Humph. And here we go. Back to business here. Okay, but this time, instead of, like, let's say a garbage heap area, it's now in a forest setting. And there's more Ten Ninto. Sure. Guess I'll have to silence them first. Yeah. There's nobody around here at all. So he's also living in such a lonely place. True. Oh, shit. Hello, Tech. Whoa! Hey, listen, for all the Tekken guys that are coming in, appreciate you guys coming through. No doubt about that. But hold, okay? OnePunch-Man mega spoilers, all right? If you don't read OnePunch-Man, get the fuck out. All right? I'm saving you guys some time. Much love, though, Tekken supporters. Tekken's not. He's back on Twitch. When did Tekken get back on Twitch? I thought he was banned, like permanent banned because of SpongeBob. Okay. Time is flying. Damn. I am laying it on. Much love. Yeah. I'm letting you guys know now. Possible chapter 200 game. I don't know. There's too many redraws as it is, dude. Hey King, gotta get going. Lol. Go back to Twitch last year. Oh shit, you did. I did not know that. Wow. Okay, yo, Tekken, good shit, right? Because it was kind of dumb how you got banned in the first place, honestly. By the way, that reminds me, Tekken, before you skedaddle, if you're still in the chat right now, I do, because I haven't gotten to yet about this one. I do want to do a convo about the mural, and I was wondering if I can get you, maybe part of the other cats to have like a stream about that stuff, about the mural of One Piece. So let's say for example, if there's a break next chapter, we can, let's say, do a mural stream, talk about the whole mural, lore diving heavy for a few hours and just kind of shoot the shit. Because I do want to dive heavy into because I've been busy as fuck too. All right, traveled to Japan, so all kind of stuff. I've been pretty busy. But now that I'm kind of settled down for a little bit, I want to kind of really go over some One Piece heavy lore stuff. Taking Raid, he was bad because Yandere Simulator. Oh, really? I thought it was because of SpongeBob. It was Yandere Simulator. Yeesh, okay. Weird, but okay. G Boruto? Hell no. Fuck no, dude. Boruto is a negative. Like, literally. We don't read Boruto, okay? All right, no. Boruto is absolutely not in the picture. Whole ass Batman versus Superman sudden team situation. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah, that's what we're going to. So once again, hold on, almost botched that right there. For all the people that are coming from the raid, appreciate you guys. Know about that. Much love, bless you guys. In fact, I should probably save teching Twitch now that he's back. Let me save his Twitch channel so I can follow that shit. There you go, perfect. But we are reading OnePunch-Man spoilers. We're reading the redraws of the originals. It gets really complicated. All right, as a OnePunch-Man reader, it gets super complicated. But either way, it's still a OnePunch-Man spoiler. So if you're a OnePunch-Man fan, relative to the anime, don't read the manga at all, I'm warning you now. I'd rather read Fairy Tail. That's how bad shit is. Yeah, I know what that one, Chief, there. I know what that one, Chief. Boruto probably over Fairy Tail. It may be hard, maybe a high diff fight between the two, but I'll probably lean Boruto over fucking Fairy Tail. Okay. There's nobody around at all, so he's also living such a lonely place. How many chapters are out with OnePunch-Man? And how many pages? It gets complicated with OnePunch-Man versus the scans and the official translations. I think officially it's like around 250 chapters, some odd. But I'm reading the scans right now that are behind in numerical value, but only because they also include the redrawn version. So Murata does these, sometimes takes like weeks, months off, where he actually redraws chapters. So right now, I'm on chapter 197.5, I think. Cold rather do Queen Ganara at level 1, bro. And you mean we'll have to be just perfect? Otherwise I'll just die? Yeah. Which is what's happening now? Yeah, pretty much. Either way. So, let me focus on this chapter again. Okay, so because we're not... High pages or each chapter? It depends. Some chapters are like 60 pages. Other chapters are like 15. It just depends. Like, it honestly does depend. Some chapters have actual GIFs in them. Other ones don't, So you just have to read it. Like, during the last saga, there were some chapters that had like 50, 60 pages. And then during the current saga, some have like 10 or 15. So it just kind of depends. Yeah. OnePunch-Man is a complicated situation, for sure. So either way, the guys not know. Sometimes chapters split or combine later on. Yes, that's true too. Especially if he does a redraw of, let's say, a certain chapter, and then it winds up the case here where that redraw chapter is also combined with material from another chapter that happened previously or later on. So yeah. Like chapter in the scans, what? Chapter, I want to say chapter... No, I don't do that. Chapter... No, I don't know either. No. So the last chapter that came out was chapter 209. But then Murata spent like 4 months going back and redrawing chapters. So the latest chapter dropped at the beginning of May, which was May 8th. And that's 201.5. So essentially, Murata went back and he redrew damn near an entire arc, which has been like super. And most of this that I'm reading, because I'm reading through right now, most of this material is just added context, but he's also changing events as to how they happen. And it's pissing me off a little bit because they're nowhere near as exciting. Nowhere near as exciting. All right, they add more context to Flash as a character, but at the same time, you can infer a lot of this anyway. So it's like, come on. Very interested in your opinions in the end changes. My opinions right now are not favorable. 70 viewers, fucking fell off, baby, yeah. Well, OnePunch-Man fell off, unfortunately, because it got confusing as fuck with these redraw chapters. Okay, either way. You should come in when I do Kingdom. Like, you have 5 niggas. You have 5 cats that pull in for Kingdom. 5 niggas. Okay, where the hell was I? So, you have ninjas over here. You have these two. Okay, so you have Hellfire, Blaze, and Wind, where Gale Force Wind. They get kicked, smashed forward. Use them as meat shields. They pretended to cut us. They pretend to cut us all in one movement. Not happening. Whoever comes near them, I'll tear to pieces. So he does his little strings of ninja thread, and then flashy flash. I don't give 3 fucks, dude. Like, just get diffed. Okay, flashy flash, a whole bunch of swings and ring, diffed. What? These guys didn't see shit. No one saw shit. And then they go for attacks. Kicked. What? Are you gonna kill them? They were monsters in Muscle Station, but now they turn back into humans. Ooh, they might be valuable. They might be useful as research material for reversing emulsification. Is that so? Good for you, guinea pig senpai. And that's chapter, bro. I swear to you, man. I swear to you. This is. It's okay. It's very mediocre right now for the redraws. Oh my god, nor near as good as the first set of redraws, which actually added the whole, I'm gonna have Void actually activate hell early and just cut the entire association to pieces. At least attempt to. Blast is like, nah, boing, fuck that. That is so much more interesting and way more exciting, way more exhilarating for the first set of redraws. Tatsumaki, of course, once again getting her thing. This week's update is a revised version of chapter 200 and after bed. I pray they make Saitama vs. Garo a movie so it gets the budget it deserves. I do too. But there is that one scene where we see Garo versus that one, the two monsters, the child murderer dude and then the giant buff insect guy. So it could be the case here where they actually do a decent job this time around. I mean, I've been when I said too that I just don't like it that JC Staff has these other projects that they're doing right now when it should be just OnePunch-Man. But hey, we'll just wait and see. So you have the lightning dude, the big muscle guy, another guy. Oh, that's a shadow dude. He comes from the bottom, like uppercut slice, but dodges that shit. Shattering fist actually shatters his fucking sword. Really? Hold on. The fuck? Really? Whoa. Okay, this guy actually shatters his sword, which is interesting because this guy was a cakewalk. Now he's actually breaks Flash's sword. Instant kill replacement won't cut it. Oh, it's a replacement for instant kill. Got it. Move aside. He's going solo on us. No way. So no way. So shallow of you, 44th class. And then he does the I'm gonna do. Hey, wait a second. What the fuck? Did he just copy Saitama? Hold on. Sonic actually copied Saitama with the, what does Saitama call it? Like the side steps, like the horizontal side steps. He just copied Saitama. That's his ultimate technique? Yeah, when he ran to the wall. Super multi-shadow clone? 20? 30? No, even more. This guy. Damn. Actually tagging from all that shit. Backhanded. Room. Tag that one right there. Damn. Okay. So from all that shit, doesn't matter. Backhand. Muscle dude. He's actually pretty skillful, I suppose. What a cheap shoe performance. I thought I could at least blow off. I thought I could at least blow some of them away using Sonic Boom like he did. But in reality, I just got past them without a series with a series of sideways hops. What are you doing? Clones aren't suitable in an assault again, multiple. Yeah, but Saitama did that shit, so you try to capture Saitama. I don't blame for that. At least show some gratitude. Sword, I see. Now I'm starting to understand how you managed to survive until now. Oh, this guy. Okay. This bastard should just stab him. Should I just stab him in the back on all this chaos? My sword. You return it to me with interest. Okay, so this is one of his swords, sure. This got the fucking guns. Assassin, definitely. You've lived in no silencer at all. So age of 47 shit, not having this guy. No, just balls to the walls, boom, 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 rapid fire. You've lived a pathetic life, no better than a petty thief. You'll never understand our plan, and will die without ever knowing true freedom. Understanding your plan? I'll pass. The ideology of a loser who failed to make a place for himself in the real world and choose to remain a slave to the village. You bastard. The village again. Flashback. What I think has true value is the power to live your life as you please. The power to live as you please. Right. So Flashy Flash then avoids a trident. He dodges Namor's attack. And then you have Mini Bear Dude going for a back kick, while this other ogre dude is attacking from the back right side of Flashy Flash. Flashy Flash then, Sonic gets hit by either this guy or this guy, or them both at the same time. It lands on a tree, does the whirlwind kick right at this guy's fucking face. Compared to his punches, this is getting nudged softly. Saitama, of course. It won't have an effect on me, Cap. I've honed my skills and become stronger than before. Even the techniques of the Teninto are nothing more than child's play to me now. The power to live life as you please. Where is it? Clone, no. Another dash, another person. Dodge that technique. We have these multiple kunai on the ground. You dodge all those. How can you not? How can you be sure it's not just a fantasy? Who's that? Who, is that him? They have lived in such a constricted environment for so long. You know that one picture of Goku and Vegeta when they scribbled with all the MC, like all the Marvel characters? It's kind of like that a little bit. They couldn't even grasp a true image of what freedom really is. Huh? What? Wait a minute. Time out. Hold on. Are you serious? Blast? Blast just came out of fucking nowhere. Let me see what happened in the original one. In the original one, it was what? Oh, wait, no, never mind. We are super far from that right now. I forgot the whole, let me just, give me a second. Okay. In the original one, yeah, these boys get mercilessly slaughtered like lambs. What? Bro, we diffed the shit out of them. Love that. What? All right, I'm not gonna lie to you, bros. I think with these with these redraws, I think Murata did not cook. I think Murata did not cook at all. I think he should have stuck to his first version. His first version was way more entertaining. This is like pissing me off right now. Yeah, so the jobbers actually raised in value tremendously so. Even though I'm supposed to care about these fucking jobbers, there's no need to shed any more blood pointlessly. And the best part too is that Void was actually active. Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Blast? What? Huh? Hadn't he gone missing? So you've all come this way just to offer up your own head? They all attack Blast with ferocity. And then Blast proceeds to just neg-diff the entire posse of Job. That's what I'm saying, bro. Wait, Flashy Flash and Sonic did it themselves. Now, let's all calm down. Makes the black hole portal gate. Boom. Bop. Bada, 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 bing bop. Pow. And then Blast just annihilates them all. See, here's the problem. The problem is that if this is the first version of it, it would be way more intriguing. But because you have another version of it that I think is better, Yeah, they all got like portal aura, which is cool. And it'd be pretty damn cool if this is the first version. But no, it's version 3. He destroys them all. And they're all alive at this point in time. They're not murdered, like they're not slayed, like filleted, like they were last time. Just when I was about to finish this, you had to butt in. Blast, why are you here? Someone with an insanely good nose. What the fuck? Whoa, Rover? Wait a minute. Hold on. You pulled up with one of Saiyan's greatest soldiers? As cute as he is, make no mistake. Someone with an insanely good nose led me here. Rover. Smell letter. This way. What the fuck? Okay. Shouts to Rover. Dude. Like, well, yeah, I get it. Tatsumaki is bae, for sure, right? She's worthy. But it's like, damn, Murata does not. He takes every fucking chance he gets, by the way. Redraws or not. Okay. Looks like Saitama, though. Damn. Okay, I see you. Chill, tell it to Murata. Don't chill. This week's update is a revised version of chapter 201 and after. Okay. So there's only one more redraw left, right? Okay, because I'm getting annoyed right now. Even if you defeat us, there's nowhere left for you to run. Blast, ever since you inflicted that serious wound on him 15 years ago, that man, we're still on that man. That man. Letting you know she shaves? I mean, considering the features of most Japanese women, do they even grow hair there? I'm going to stop. I'm clearly trolling, obviously. I know from experience. Now, Blast, ever since you inflicted that serious wound on him 50 years ago, that man underwent further physical enhancements procedures and now has resurrected. The ultimate ninja, the fucking Hokage. The ultimate ninja, the ninja above all ninjas, once at the pinnacle of the assassination world, secretly ruling from the shadows. He lives, the lives he took number in the 6 figures. Like it's like it's a salary. Income every year over 6 figures. The lives he's taken is over 6 figures. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's kind of interesting. Once at the pinnacle of the assassination world, secretly ruling from the shadows, the lives he took numbered in 6 figures. Even high-profile individuals known in history got wiped out by his hands. He was also an ally of Blast, though. Right now, he must be... What the hell? Right now, he must be at your hideout waiting for us to bring him your heads. Oh, so he actually was just still there waiting. Really? Deadass. Go ahead. You'll soon realize it would have been better to die by our hands. Humph. We have Blast. Actually, there's something I want to show you all. Blast. Black hole teleportation. Teleport to the hideout. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's the way it's gotta be, but hold on. Nah, Chief. Void fighting against Blast and Flashy Flash. Fucking Blast lost an arm. How is this better? The webcomic, if this is a webcomic, it's cheeks. How is this better than fucking him going heavy, fighting against Sonic, fighting against Flashy Flash, fighting against Blast, Blast losing an arm? How is that? Wait, what the fuck? No, I mean, this is, yeah, listen, to be fair, this is how it should be. But where's the actual epic shit we got last time? No, wait, timeout. No, this is, if this will actually get in the official webcomic, then it's cheeks both ways around. It's cheeks. It's cheeks. Hold up. It's cheeks. It's cheeks. Let me see this again. Hold on. Let me. Nah, let me see here. There is no way. This is significantly more hype. This nigga starts, you think that fucking Sonic is dead? He does the gravity knuckles. He comes in there. I'm gonna come at you, my boy. Let me see this again. Then, no. Oh my God, dude. Okay, when did they go back to this? Let me see here. Back. No, back. No, continue. Here we go. Yeah. So we have Blue, whatever his name is, Blast's kid. Then we have, so we have the fucking flashy fly. We have the blast knuckle uppercut on some Luigi shit. You have the stance, you have the knuckle thing, and he goes hard. Then you have the gravity. He's able to get out of that gravity by manipulating with the light orbs. The same that God uses, the powers of God. Blast kicks the shurikens away. He escapes. Last second, he goes into a higher dimension. He does the dimensional. Dude, there's no way, bro. There is no way. Then the nigga fucking ascends into a whole new level. On some Garo shit, we have the Garo condition where he has the power of the Garo. He's talking about Garo, how Garo has some unique. There's no way. This is actually like significantly worse. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is like significantly worse. I'm keeping it a stack. I'll be honest. Okay, I'll be very honest with you. Blast loses an arm, gets cut up by Void. Void gets the glaze of the light. Nah, this is so much worse. It's actually like insane. Gets stabbed through the chest. Flash interferes. He blocks Flash. Flash gets cut. Then you have the windmill kick. He died. Then he sends again. Bro, if this is really okay, so if this is all like, if this was all just an attempt to match the webcomic, then I think whether webcomic or not, this is cheeks. This is like horrible. This is actually really, really bad so far. This is like really bad so far. Like really, really bad. Really bad. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Maybe get better, but this right now is this is bad. This is fucking booty. Yo, old man. And again, this would be acceptable and actually pretty funny if we didn't get the first iteration. I'm sorry. The second iteration, because the second iteration was way better. Much love for the sub, bro. 1 month till Oxford. Oh shit, good shit. Hey, look at you. Hold on, I should read more. I had my showcase. Wish you had to pull up my Meet You people. Fair enough. All of that success. Hope you enjoy the Expanse W stream. No doubt. A showcase where? At a con, like a DreamCon? Either way, Midnight Blue, Oxford, don't fuck it up. Just don't fuck it up. Yo, man, you got here quick. Saitama, what? Huh? Is this that man? Can't believe you're being impressed. Truth is, I'd rather have seen a bit earlier, but Saitama-kun got here just a bit before me. Did you kill him? Nah, I don't think he's dead. As I arrived at Tonks' place, he suddenly came from inside and attacked me out of nowhere. So I punched him. Call only showcases in Japan. Oh, okay, got you. And then these guys. You really think we fall for that some shit like that? You irritating bastard! As long as you the Tenninto are still standing, we won't let that man be mocked like this. Lights up for you guys, huh? So Saitama just diff. Yeah, I liked it a lot better when the ninjas were actually killing them. That was like way better. Again, Saitama doing this here. Like, this is the problem. I like this, but with the context of knowing what happened prior to, before the redraws, I think it's a downgrade. I think it's a significant downgrade. Theater program showcase for acting, wanted to meet people from The Wire, The Expanse. The executive producer of The Godfather of Harlem was there too. So I'll be there on the big screen. Believe it? Really? Really? You? Hold on, let me see this. Well, I say I was like, you, what? No. 1 month to Oxford. I had my showcase. Wish you had pulled up to me. Theater program. Really? Showcase for acting. Wanted to meet. I was not aware of this. Wait, I was unaware. Actually, did you let me know? Actually, well, to be fair, I wouldn't have probably gotten it anyway. So I was unaware of this stuff was a thing. Couldn't give subs that pay my tuition. Yeah, of course. Don't nigga, don't worry. Of course, don't worry about me. All right, I'm good. I'm all right. Showcase for acting, wanted you to meet people from The Wire, The Expanse. The executive producer of Godfather of Harlem was there too. Really? I'm just not sure yet though. Soon I'll be in the big screen. Okay, believe it. Okay. Yeah, bro. So Jamie Hector. Oh, fuck. And Chad Coleman. Chad Coleman is the guy that does. Dawes? Or Frank? Fuck. Okay. Listen, hey, yo, Midnight. Shouts to you. Okay. Listen, because I would for sure be down for these things if I had. Though I need to be aware of them in the first place, that they're actually going on. One, and then two, I need the time to actually go see things first. But I'll be for sure down, absolutely, without a doubt, without a doubt in the future though. And because that sounds really damn dope. But either way, shouts to you, all right. And then again, Oxford, don't fuck it up. That's the key thing there. Don't fuck it up. I want to see when you're on the big screen. Let me know. All right, let me know. All right, and I'm gonna see how you do. Well, are you being in the background or are you going to be of substance here? Let me know. All right, because I need to see this. Lights up for you guys, huh? Tapped. So these guys are ninjas, huh? Just as I thought. Yeah, but wait. What do you mean, just as I thought? They also came slashing at me out of nowhere. Don't lump me in with them. You're literally one of them. Hey, Saitama, why the hell are you even here? Huh? Well, okay, Rover. I'll wait at Sonic's place. After hearing what's going on, I figured it would be better that the old man intervened. That's not what I meant. I'm asking why you in my hideout, huh? Didn't you send me those creepy letters with your address over and over asking to come? Oh right, I did. Fuck. Okay. What's with that ball guy? Humph. You guys are pretty persistent too. Huh? What? What the fuck is happening to the sky? What's that? The sky is... This is not good. Huh? What the fuck is this? What am I looking at here? Huh? Who? Did a giant tiger and is that a turtle? Some sort of lizard with flaming eyes. They just folded the sky. How do you... Wait, that's not... Wait, whoa. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Time out. What the hell is that? Whoa, it's even bigger than the dog from underground. A monster? I've wandered too far from my post. You think it was looking for food? Rover fires off a fucking cannon. Niggas respond. Hold on, what? Hold on, this is crazy. Wait, hold on. What the hell is this thing? Wait. The sky becomes jagged, then it starts to open up, and then it's like the skyline that's normally there. We go, is this like, I wander from, wait, are these extra dimensional niggas? I wandered too far from my post. Like him in the Game Force Guardians of the Galaxy. Is he supposed to, wait, hold on. Are these gods niggas? I've seen them before? No, we haven't. These things? This. Wait. Turtle. Ganbu? Wait, are these the Saint Beast? Like the black turtle and the white tiger? Or something? Nah. Hold up. That ass? Wait, God commands the black turtle and the white tiger? Wait, they're even a concept in this show? Rover fired an immediate cannon, and then these two assholes respond and kind of fire their own cannons, and then their cannons clash. Huge explosion. Okay, hold on. Actually entertaining someone right now. Rover, talk to me. A Rover focused episode? I mean, chapter? Rover? So, Blast made a barrier of some kind to defend from that. Hole still there. The divine beast. Divine beast? They're God's guardian beast. Pretty much its pets. Divine beast Genbu. It is. Divine beast Genbu. Disaster level dragon or higher. Divine beast Byakko. Disaster level dragon or higher. Byakko. Yo. Get ready, dude. Don't go barking at my pet. Huh? What? This smoke. Wait, so the power of God that so Void really did get just annihilated by Saitama, of course, which makes sense. And then the power of God that he absorbed. So instead of actually saying, hey, this is what I actually did, they just tell you it's the same smoke that Garo had from him. This, come on, Coach, seen them before? Have we seen them before? Wait, in the opening? In One Punch Man season 1 opening? Where we get the images of the disaster levels? Because Tiger level what is the same Tiger? Hold on, let me see this. Hold on. These guys? I mean, okay, that's a tiger. That's demon. That's dragon. That's phoenix. But hold on, there's no turtle, A. And then B, it's not a white tiger. This is a it represents the disaster level of the the association that they give to certain creatures or monsters or people. Tiger level. Well, there is, I think, a wolf level before. So you have tiger. So you have what is it? You have wolf, tiger, demon, dragon, and then you have god. Maybe there's inspiration from this, but I wouldn't rely on this. Like, I don't think Murata actually took it from that. That's what I'm thinking right now. You could be right though. I won't deny that. You could be on the money. Fair enough. Fair enough. You could be on point. But I have my doubts. I won't deny that. Mythical beasts, yes. In the intro, no. Yeah, they are. Yeah. No, they are mythical beasts. Yes. I mean, they're literally named the same names: Genbu and Byakko. The smoke from the smoke from Void goes straight to Genbu, and then you have Blast yell, "Oh!" What? So Void just wait. He is the smoke now. What is this? He. Okay, so Void's the storm. So Void just cut the divine beast. I for some reason. I guess they're. I mean, I thought you were on the same side. Void just cut the divine beast into pieces, just like that. They just got diffed. Dimensional slash. So he just cut beings of a higher dimension, and then gravity blow. Okay, so you have Void annihilating Genbu and Byakko with the dimensional slash. And then you have the Giga Gravity Blow, where they also combine that shit with a Haymaker, a fucking Gravitational Fist. Oh. And then Byakko and then Genbu. What? Oh, holy shit. Is that action not enough to kill them? So they go back into the portal and then Blast closes the dimension shut. So Byakko and Genbu just get diffed. Or not diffed, but they get attacked. And then they came in for a brief second. Just to showcase their shit, I suppose. They were going to reform, I suppose, but then, nah, just get crushed. And then, this actually reminds me of Monster King Orochi's Tales, too. Huh. And then Void's here. Void! Might as well leave it to the ones who are used to handling this stuff. You should not go broken others, too, you know? Woof. And then this is the last one, I think. Okay. That was interesting. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was interesting. But not as cool as we got prior. I'm gonna keep it a stack. So is Void just good now? Ah, that man. We shouldn't that man. It's Void. Shouldn't the wound he got from Blast have changed what he looks like? Void. You're back to normal? Blast. Yeah. I don't know. It's like the hay suddenly cleared. That's good to hear. And then Sonic. Now it's time for you to die. Sonic goes in there and goes for a fucking absolute maniac barrage of moves. He goes for kicks. He goes for slashes. He goes for fucking... Is that Flashy Flash too? Nah, maybe. I don't know. Over here on the side too. I think actually wait. I think it was a Flashy Flash. I think Flashy Flash came in from the side too. Yeah, what the fuck? I can't see them. Stop. Once again, flexing. Everyone stop. Shut down. This guy made you go through hell at the village, but it was only because he was being controlled by God. It may be too much to ask, but honestly, I don't care about that. I was just testing. I was just testing if he was even skilled enough to order us around. Seems like he's the type to get. He seems like the type to get all stirred up from just one punch by Saitama. Stop. It's fine, Blast. It's not. It's not like I've lost my memories of the time I fell under God's control. It was like having my flaws amplified. I didn't trust you and acted recklessly, so I fell right into God's trap. Judging by their fighting style, looks like they inherited my tendency to looking down on my own comrades. Except for these two. You're still half asleep, aren't you? What are you talking? What are you trying to say? Well, I only helped him because he looked like he needed saving, so I had no other choice. What? Sheesh. Just get along already. I have to return to the front line against God now. The front line against God. So what? Are you gonna go to the dimension 2? I guess because he has the. So he did the okay. He did the dimensional slash without using the powers of God because they left his body. So, but it's not the same one we saw last time, was it? No. Once everything's settled, I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you. Until then, control yourselves and don't interfere. Make it up to us. We didn't do it because we wanted to make it up to us, right? How are these guys still alive? We didn't do it because we wanted you to make it up to us. That's right. It was to fulfill our duty and live our lives as shinobi. If you want to live your life as you please, you need strength. You're just not strong enough yet. Train, you idiots. Maybe try strength training or something. Lol. Okay. He's so strong they don't even argue. He's so strong they don't even argue. He's too free. It's odd. Not only the first time, the second time now. It doesn't matter how much I tried to suppress Void. I couldn't take God's power out of him. But Saitama could. Because Saitama also has the power. Saitama can also use the powers of God, according to what Gaara said during their fight. But either way. Just what's his fist? I mean, it's infinity, bro. It's like literally like unlimited power. What do you mean? Of course. I see, I understand. We can't. Oh my God, these niggas are still. Wow. So we opt out for more like. Okay. We can't just wait and. I hate the fact that these guys are still here. Yeah, the fist defies God. Correct. Yes, exactly. We can't just wait and look while our master marches to the battlefield. Shouldn't we also be trying to find those cubes or whatever they are, wherever they are ourselves, and seize God by the tail? Fubuki Group 2.0, pretty much. Like it's like Fubuki's ninja unit. All right. So this is Team Shitty Konoha. Even if we are no match, we endured hell in the village. We've got the right to know who's pulling the strings all along. The Tendento need a fresh start. First, we need to decide on an interim leader. Their teamwork sucks. Our proposal, what? Who is he? A-class hero, Kate Baldy. I've heard nothing good about him. Huh? Kate Baldy, wasn't? As a hero, you helped us correct the flaws of our ways. So I have a request. What are you on about? Okay. Would you lead the Tendento as our leader? Your strength. And also considering you don't really fit in well with other heroes. What do you say? I'm not a mister by choice, you know. Are you mocking me now? Please tell us the secret to your strength. I don't know, man. Strength training is strength training. Tell us more. Still got a loyal dog mentality. Sonic, there's something I want to tell you. Huh? The day I poisoned you. What? That was pretty much... Okay, that was such a petty move. I was honestly disappointed. More important than that, it's time for retraining. I'll mentor you from zero again. We'll brush those idiots off and cut God's sleeping head off. Okay, yeah. New followers? Ugh. Oh my God, bro. This is so unnecessary. So is this actually in lockstep more with the webcomic? Out of curiosity, like, is all this? Since you two finally have a common enemy and are bonding together, why don't you go and be somewhere else, probably? Someone else's problem already. Saitamaku. That's new? Okay. For the final battle against God, your powers will be needed for sure. When that time comes, lend us your strength. Huh? First like a group, now the ninja group. Yeah, pretty much. The Hokage stuff? No. Okay, got you. I will. So here we have Void, arms crossed, he's a badass now. I will come for you then. Well, I guess I'll make you some tea at least. Portals away. The fuck is this? In the dimension between space and time. Sure, it's like a fuck. It's like Dune with too many planets, and then you have Byakko and Genbu just still cut up to pieces, and you have what the Divine Beast Kirin. You took down this giant thing, so Kirin is also one of the Divine Beasts. No, who did this? It's obvious. So, okay, we see the dimension between space and time. We see mythical class beast, a Kirin. It was going to come down also. So are they actually dead then? I guess they're actually dead. I thought they actually weren't dead, but I guess they are dead. It's obvious. Even your capes got dirt on Sensei. Want me to take care of the cleaners? Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, I did take down some enormous thing on my way here. So this thing arrived too. Here's a part of the four beasts. No, but it's still a mythical creature in Chinese mythology. So it was coming down too, along with Genbu and Byakko. But Saitama, of course, was there. So you know what that means. Get fucking throttled. Hero! Boom. A few days later, please be our leader. What the fuck is happening? Please be our leader. Stop bothering my disciple. Flashy, prepare yourself. I'll make you my sparring partner. Let's fight Saitama. Indeed, you are not alone anymore. Is this what you meant, Sensei? No, it ain't. Get lost, all of you. Rover. Snacks. That's it. So did they do this just to clip what's going on? So I wonder if they did this because they want to, because they want to focus on this stuff now with the Neo heroes. Oh shit, chat. Okay, no more redraws. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'll probably do a video on this one too. The redrawn chapters, I think for the first time I can say comfortably, are nowhere near as good as the original redrawn chapters. No. This I think is pretty. I think it's really not even close to as good as it was last time. The camaraderie of the fucking Ten Ninto. Like, it's a more feels good version of it. Like, it's a more memey feels good version, way less serious compared to what we got the first time around, where Blast got his hand cut off, was losing the freaking empty void when he ascended, the powers of God. Like, you could have still had these beasts come in there. I did all that, but basically, it's a way more feels good version of it all. Where Saitama, the fist that defies God, hits empty void, powers of his body. Same thing happened to Garo, and then like empty void is just significantly worse as a character and in terms of entertaining value. I think in this redraw, he's just there to get dipped by Saitama, and then pops next to Blast, and then that's the end of story, right? So the things involving his sister, things involving like the marriage, how like it was an attempt to keep an eye on Blast, those things out the window now. Like all these things that I think Murata wanted to redo the Blast backstory. Maybe, I'm not too sure. All I know is that shit, like, this sucks. Like, I think that it's really unfortunate, but this is a redraw that made things worse. It's like, I remember when he did the redraws for the Child Emperor versus, was it Nyan? Yeah, during that, no, it wasn't Nyan. It was Child Emperor versus Phoenix Man. During that fight, some of that redraw fight scene kind of was not as good as the original. Though a lot of it was actually better too. This, I think, was just, to me, the most interesting thing was, of course, seeing the most interesting part about this whole thing, I think, was seeing the space between, like, what's it called? Here we go. It's called the dimension between space and time. That is for sure interesting. I won't deny that. That is interesting. But outside of that, nah. And of course, well, like the Divine Beasts themselves. But in terms of the God component, it's way better when Empty Void was the lead rather than having a little snippet of these beasts. Way more intense too. Way more intense. Serious activity. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. One was involved with those redraws. Was he? Because if he was, well, with those redraws, like the Phoenix Man ones, or do you mean these ones? Because I feel like these redraws are bad. I feel like these redraws are bad. They're bad. Empty Void had because he was so active in the redrawn versions, the first redraw versions of all that stuff, not the second redrawn versions. I feel like he was so much more of an interesting character and villain. He came in there, he pretended to be Flashy Flash. He had Sonic touch the cube. Then you had the images of like Flashy Flash and Sonic's backstory when they were kids. Then you had Blast himself, and then you have like how like Empty Void had like inserted his sister as like Blast's wife, and then that was a mission. Like there were so many things that just slapped. I was so damn good. Yeah, now Void is just clean, new and fresh as the OnePunch-Man Saitama, which makes sense. You could have still had that at the end of what happened originally. Nah, this, and again, this would be okay. Not the greatest. It would be okay. Like, it would be passable for sure if it was just one take. One version. But because there is, I think, a superior version of this, I think Murata fucked it up. I think this was one of the few times where I'd say about that, yeah, Murata fucked it up. Murata really fucked it up. I think that this kind of sucks. The Divine Beast thing is cool. Yeah, obviously. Seeing like Saitama devastate a creature that exists on a high plane, that exists on a higher dimension with a single punch is pretty cool, for sure, without a doubt. I'm not gonna deny that. Same thing goes for Blast and for Flash and for Empty Void. It's cool. I won't deny that, but it's nowhere near as epic or as interesting as what happened beforehand with the timelines and how he's able to cut through the timelines and attack through the dimensional slash. Blast actually losing an arm? Come on, man. Nah. This is no. You could have all the same things with the Divine Beast and this high plane of existence and so on. And you know, and even have a way for him to restore his limb, Blast. You have all these things still applicable. You really could. In the first iteration. I guess iteration, because again, he already redrew a lot of the Ninja Village content. He already did that before. And I'm not gonna lie to you too, the 10 Ninto can fuck off. They really can. These characters are not, they're unnecessary characters. Them being alive and now, we're gonna follow Saitama, oh my god, wow. That to me is kind of lame. Because we already have guys that do that. And they just fill in the role, but in a very unsatisfactory way. Them being dead, actually giving more credence and onus to the level of Sonic and Flashy Flash and how this is some serious ninja shit. That was way better. Way better. Way better. We're free, but at what cost? It started slow, it ended with some strong, and then 2 redraws was more interesting than 3, but at least it's over now. Sad took away Saitama's dimensional grab. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, but again, he did punch a creature on a higher dimension. He didn't grab a dimensional blade from a higher dimension, but he did punch a creature that lives in a higher dimension, so he did do that. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess in terms of the feats too, like in terms of the feats, they're not as impressive in this version, for sure. That's you know, punching the Kirin into oblivion versus actually grabbing the dimensional blade. I mean, the Kirin, yeah, it's a strong creature from a higher plane of existence, fair enough, fine, but does that necessarily mean much in great scheme of things? I'm not too sure. I mean, I guess we have to wait and see, like, if they do reform and they come back, who knows? But even still, to me, the biggest loss is Empty Void. Empty Void as a character fucking blows. And then all you really get are, like, added details that kind of strengthen a little bit of the character bond between Flashy Flash and Sonic. And I guess Saitama too, because Sonic is now a part of that. But you still could have had that anyway. Like Sonic uses Saitama's move at Subway, let's say during its when he fights against Flashy Flash in the second version of it. Like, to me, it's boring. To me, it's boring, and it would have been funny if it actually was like the first iteration. Like, what I thought, honestly, if I'm being real with you, what Murata really should have done is done this version first. Then if you want to do redraw, he should have redrawn to the second version. Because the second version is the best version by far. This ain't it. He didn't have the stomach to actually kill off the Teninto for some weird freaking reason, which was very, very cowardly. Very, very cowardly. Them being alive and running around. Oh my, super cowardly. And then, after that, like the entire Teninto are alive, all of them, very cowardly, very stupid. Unnecessary characters. And then you ruin Void as a character as well for a modicum of more intriguing things with Flash and Sonic, which are not that much interesting compared to Void's content in the second version of the redraws. The second version of the redraws was doing so much better for Void's character. Incomprehensibly so. Even for God and what God's powers are. Way better. Like, to be fair, we get to see, yeah, like this is a place of a higher dimension. Between, I don't know how it works exactly, between space and time. Okay, that's cool, fair enough. But compare that to being able to see all the possible futures. And just the fact that, you know, Empty Void was actually waiting for Garo's, just that connection alone, where because Empty Void had taken the powers of God that were somewhat mutated by Garo, and then Garo's influence on Empty Void was there. That is way more interesting than Empty Void punch. Oh, Dimension Slash. This is bad compared to version 2. It is significantly worse, I would say. Like, version 2 was 8 out of 10. Not to material. All right, like, it was getting that point for damn sure. Version 3, I don't care if it follows the webcomic more. Fuck that. Version 3 is a 6. Like, this is okay at best. It's a 6 at best. At best. Honestly. Okay? These redraws are not good compared to redraw number 2. Redraw number 2 was significantly better than redraw number 3. This is one of the first times I would say that the redraws were definitely not worth it. Normally, they are. Like what we saw with Orochi. Most of the Orochi redraws were really good. Actually going down to the bottom of that chamber, seeing how Orochi had a mural that was like for him, and then once Saitama handles business, we actually find out that actually, no, it was for God. And you get to see the image of God, as if like God was manipulating Orochi to an extent. You know, things of that sort. Let's say, for example, he could have been a Divine Beast candidate or some shit like that, you know? And then one of God's pets. So maybe that's what Orochi was going to be, ultimately speaking. Or let's say the redraw for the Child Emperor fight with Phoenix Man. Most of it is good. Some of it is not that good. But most of it is better. It's like the redraw fight with Nyan, or like the redraw kind of with Nyan and Drive Night, where most of that is not better. It's not. It's seriously not better. Does it beat version 1? We never got to the point where we could finish version 1. Version 1 was interesting for sure, because again, Void as a villain is more significant. You could have version 1 and version 2 and still have the Divine Beast and the Dimension Between Space and Time. You can still have that for sure. But as a villain, Void is more prominent. But unfortunately, in version 3, it winds up being just Void's a meme. Void's essentially a meme. And if that's what happens in the webcomic, then fuck the webcomic for sure. Because Void is nowhere near as important. This sucks. This sucks. Yes, true. Serious work on. Fair enough, fine. But like seeing Void interact with Flashy Flash and Sonic, how serious that was, even for Blast, that was some really good content. I expect Saitama to meme things. That makes sense to me. And that could have happened in version 2. But then, like, to me, keeping the 10 Ninto alive is so cowardly, is so soft, is so bitch made, is so Teletubby, is so Pillsbury Doughboy. Come on, man. Really? When before, these guys were decapitating. Sonic and Flash were decapitating these boys. I don't know what convinced Murata this is a better idea. Maybe one said you have to do this. And either that's what one wanted, trash. If this was one wanted, trash. Compared to version 2, trash. Dog water. Cheeks. Again, version 2 was going on pace to be like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Version 3 wraps it all up as a 6. Okay? Like, the Psychic Sisters arc is for sure better now than the Ninja Village arc. When the Ninja Village arc was on pace to be significantly better than the Psychic Sisters arc. Second version was only minor plot holes for miniature. I mean, to be, yeah, I suppose so, because like version 1 was still applicable. Version 2 added and changed a few things here and there. Yeah, that's for sure. Where you have the dimensional slash that cuts the entire building, but then Blast kind of saves the entire building, right? So there are things that are for sure changed, but not that much. Version 3 is a whole clean sweep, and it's worse off for it. I think it's the third parallel world. Cheers to you, bro. Cheers to you. Okay? Cheers to you. Cole, I think you should cheer up by playing some God of War Valhalla. Lovely. Okay. The entire city was teleported by blasting. That was super cool. And that was hella interesting too. Because, again, the powers of God are all powerful in many respects, obviously. It's just that, I don't know. Like, people, like that one image of Void getting punched into the ground. You could have had that same image in the second version after the redraws. You could have had that when Saitama finally actually got in contact with Void. Whatever. It seems like one left the manga to Murata to do whatever he wants. Then why the fuck is Murata trying to do what one did when one is doing worse shit? If one, that may sound crazy, but if one wanted that one panel of Void just being punched into the ground in a meme way Saitama, and then so there's really no, like this thing right here, right? If that's all Void amounted to, then that's cheeks compared to what Void actually was in the first redraw, second version, where Void was so much more. He was so much more valuable. And as a character, he had the fact that Void had his sister act as an op, be Blast's wife, and she was a fucking op? Like, what? Damn. That was getting heavy. Man. The more I hear you on the version 3 adaptation, I agree. However, I think the one positive out of this version 3 is that it's more compact. I don't think that Murata having, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I'll grant that too, because like the arc is over essentially. Whereas in version 2, it was still ongoing. They were still fighting, even though you had the Neo Hero stuff that was going on. So now it's all gonna be like Neo Hero focused, but you again like you lose out on a lot of those fantastic moments. I think moments that honestly could have, yeah, I think we do benefit from a more compact arc, but we're worse off because I think the arc is for sure worse off. I did like seeing Sonic utilize various techniques that Saitama had taught him. I mean, not taught him, but that he had seen Saitama do. But you could have done that at the end when, let's say, in the next chapter, if you didn't do a redraw, you could have incorporated Sonic trying to use Saitama's technique while fighting against Empty Void. He could have done that. I mean, he probably would have failed, but he could have done that, at least, against Empty Void. Yeah, nah. I mean, it is what it is. The arc is over, and I guess we can move on now, finally. Honestly, if I'm being real with you, bro, if I'm being real with you, if I'm being honest with you, shoot. Of course it never happened, but because they don't have the stomach for it. They don't have the balls for it. No, obviously, they don't have the balls for it. But if I was JC Staff and I got to this point, let's say for some unholy reason, they still have the rights to do One-Punch-Man because no one wants to take up the mantle, okay? If I'm JC Staff, like, you know what, bruh, no offense, Murata, but this version 2 content was like way better. So anime about to be a bit different. Like, we'll combine what happened in version 2 with version 3. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll do. All right, we'll combine the two together. Cause this shit with Blast and Empty Void was so much better in version 2. It was incomprehensibly better, bro. I think your gripes also stem from Murata taking too much time to redraws too. I mean, not necessarily, because again, Murata took time off during the Monster Association Saga to do a lot of that redrawn content for the fight with Garo and Saitama, and that, even though I really wanted my round table talk, I wanted that, and I said before, like, I really wanted, dude. What we got for it in return was significantly better. It was stupid how better it was. It was like, damn, the shit with Garo going Cosmic Fear, him start doing the GIFs, the Atomic Fist. I'm like, talk about entertainment value. It's one of the few times I have actually read content and said, this right here is a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It's better than perfect. When you had the GIFs, you had the paintbrush. Oh my goodness, it was incredible. It was phenomenal. All that stemming from a redraw. This right here is lame. To me, this right here is lame. Lame. Again, the arc is over, but I think that Murata absolutely 1000% screw the pooch. Again, what is the only thing that's really better after the third redraw? Number one, the arc is over, so it's more compact. Number two is that we get a little more characterization. Between with the bond between Sonic, or I guess lack of, what do you want to call it? The relationship between Sonic and Flashy Flash. That's it. The content with God is significantly better in version 2. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we don't have the baggage of the Ten Ninto around. That's number 2. Number 3 is that Void as a character is significantly better. Number 4, it also makes Blast a better character, right? Number 5, in terms of actual combat and hype, I would argue it's better. So to me, I did like seeing Rover. Rover was kind of cute. But you could have added, if you wanted to, you could just add Rover at the end of part 2 or in the second redraw. When again, let's say Rover is tailing Saitama for let's say whatever reason, and then Rover is involved with the Beast when they come in, and so it could end in a similar way without all the 10 Ninto shit. The 10 Ninto are trash. Version 1, Void is a villain. Version 2, Void is an anti-villain. Version 3, Void's a hero. That's not bad. But even still, like, the fact that because Void also helps enlighten more about Garo's character too, low-key, because he takes in the power of God from Garo. Man, dude. I just can't. It's like most of it just memes and quips and like, instead of getting that serious moment of when you have Void attack the entire association, we have the table scene where they're just, and again, it's funny, but every time I'm gonna see that moment, like, yeah, it's funny, but compared to what we actually got in part 2 nah. All right, nah. Like, I would take the Void teleporting the entire city scene versus the table scene every day of the week. Every day of the week. Helping elaborate God's powers even more through God's avatars. But again, Crimson, on your comment, the anti-villain part for Void also comes in the fact that Garo's powers, or Garo's influence on God's powers, were also in some way affecting him. At least that's what Blast thought. Man, I don't know. I also think that Murata was struggling with handling Blast compared to webcomic, because in webcomic he is still he still has mystique behind him and hasn't been shown, where in the manga he's kind of afraid of showing more. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's cowardly. That only proves the cowardice when you're making, at least I would argue, you're making some pretty damn good content. The idea of being different from you've already committed, unless you want to redraw the entire series and make it one for one with the webcomic, which will probably make the entire thing significantly worse, if I'm being honest with you. Then commit to the changes that you're willing to make. Commit. Either way, do you believe that this redraw is inferior? Better? Yes. I believe that this redraw is an inferior product compared to the past redraw. Absolutely. All right. You know that one meme where the guy's like, "Man, this shit is trash." Shit is trash compared to version 2. If all we got was originally version 3, I haven't found this. But because we got version 1, then we got a redrawn, and we got version 1.5/2 where things are modified, and then we got version 3. I have 3 variations to pick from. I got 3 Pokemon to choose from. I got Venusaur, or I got Bulbasaur, I got Charmander, and I got Squirtle. Actually, fuck that. I got Squirtle, I got Charmander, and I got Bulbasaur. Because Bulbasaur is the worst one of the 3 by far. By far and away. I'm looking at Charizard number 2 like, yo. Slaps, man. I'm looking at Squirtle like, okay, he's good. Bulbasaur number 3, version 3. Man, what? Hell no. No. I refuse. That's how I see it right now. That's how I see it. This is not good. This is a 6 out of 10 at best, when Murata was on pace to be at 8.5 or 9 out of 10 when the second version dropped. The fucking 10 Ninto are alive? My nigga. Oh, that alone, like, kill me. Are you serious? Are you crazy? Nah. All right. Murata botches arc. Murata's got to stop being a coward. He's got to just commit to shit. He's got to commit to shit, all right? He has to hype it up. Go harder. Go faster. What are you talking about? You just had Saitama and Garo fight when these dudes were literally being punted across space and time fighting on Io. Go harder. What? Man. Ay. Cowardice. All right. All right. Brand video. I mean, maybe I'll do. I'll put this over. Maybe this will go up as a video too on the channel. Maybe. Why not? Sure. All right. Either I'll do another video or I'll make this video on the channel because I have others to work on, other streams to do, that kind of stuff. Okay. Because I rented for like I don't know how long. I don't know how long I rented for in this section right here of the stream. This will be its own video. I suppose we can do that instead. Because honestly, like, to me, it just sucks. To me, because I'm ranting right now because it sucks dick. Compared to version 2. And again, if this is from the webcomic, 1-for-1, then fuck the webcomic. Because it's not as good. Like, again, if all we got the first time around was this would have been fine. Because obviously, we know that Saitama is him. This bald beast. This bald-headed fiend. This cue ball looking R.E. fill in the rest. You know what I'm going to try to say here. We know what he can do. Saitama is the chosen one. We get it. This man is a bald, retarded Narnia lion. We get it. I just said the word. Doesn't matter. But it's the content that doesn't involve Saitama sometimes that can be the most intriguing content. And I just can't believe that you sacrifice so much quality content with Empty Void and Blast and Sonic and Flash that you have better characterization between the two of them in this version, Sonic and Flash. True. But you still could have built upon their characters in version 2 if you wanted to do that. There was plenty of time for that. And you already had established that great character stuff with Void and Blast in the first place. Void as a character fucking sucks now. He's trash. He's dog water, man. He's why are these niggas alive, bro? Oh my god, the 10 Ninto. Kill me, bro. Yo, okay. All right. Listen, OnePunch-Man, Saitama is a gag character. Correct. But that doesn't mean that the other events that happen in the series are all gag moments. Things that involve, you're going to tell me that Shiryu, Bang and Goro, their situation is a gag situation? Fuck no, it's not. It's one of the most, it is one of the most deepest parts of the series. Gag or not. Having to fight his former ally, Blast? His former, literally, his former compadre? Or I guess vice versa. Void? But Void actually had op activity from the jump? With his sister being Blast's wife? No, I can't. No. I just don't see how it's better. Except for 2 things. Maybe 3 if you want to include Rover, because Rover's cute. And I do like Rover for sure. But again, a lot of those things could have been incorporated later on in the second version of the redraw, or I guess the first redraw. After or during the fight with Empty Void. Because where do we end off on? We end off. Yeah, so we have the dimensional slash. And then we have, we have the moment right here where he falls to the ground. This is a more enticing moment. When he grabs his blades. Let me see this again. There's no way. Oh my god, bro. There's no way, man. You had all of this with Void? Like, Void is on the verge of being a deep fucking he's on the verge of being a deep character. In the end, he would have exchanged his life to divide them among all of God's defying power he received from Garo and have them defeat God. That was his plan. Bro, there's oh my goodness, man. Hey, yo, you know what? It is what it is, bro. All right, it is what it is. One Punch Man, we got our redraw. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I'm done. All right, I'm gonna shoot on Patreon in like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Watch some good shows, because right now, One Punch. Reese, guys, relax. I mean, this what? Hold on, what's it now? Reese guys for what? Not for me. All right, I don't know about you, because I don't read the webcomic. All I know is that I'm just comparing what we actually got, what Murata was building for so long. What we actually got. No. Yeah, I can't. Oh, yeah, the red, okay, got you. I'm about to say it, because I don't know what's going on. All right, either way. Yeah, either way. No, this is not it. Trash. All right, again, this is a 6 out of 10, version 3 at best. Probably a 5. Like sub. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's a 5. I'm gonna say it's subpar. Even though it had interesting parts, compared to just part 2, which was like vastly superior, I'm gonna say it's a 5. The version 3 redraws are 5 out of 10, whereas the version 2 redraws that stem from version 1 were like, they were great. 8 out of 10. They were gonna go on pace to be a 9 out of 10. This shit with Void was super interesting as fuck. Super interesting. Again, he was on the verge of being a deep ass character, and Blast as a character too was also gaining ground as well as a character. Now it's just like, hey, Saitama Punch, and then also these beast knuckle fist thing, dimensional slash thing. Call damn day. Yeah, it is what it is there. All right. I'm see you guys later. This shit, redraws, Murata, F- on this one. F-. I'm see y'all later. My opinion, Void's plan was flawed because God would have just taken those powers away from him. I mean, sure, but what I'm saying is that in terms of a character, you just can't compare this Void in version 2 to version 3. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, yeah, laters. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Chainsaw Man. And watch that stream get demonetized and age restricted because Denji is too fucking horny.